What if I told you that you don't need a $2,000 lens to get dreamy portraits with creamy bokeh? Well, enter the Samyang 85mm f1.4 lens. Now, could this be the ultimate budget bokeh king? Well, watch this video to find out. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Samuel from Human Photographs. I create photography content on here. If this is what you're into, please hit that subscribe button. I really am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're really close. I really think we can do it. So if you enjoy what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So in this video, I want to talk about the 85mm lens, right? Its strengths, its weaknesses, and whether or not it truly delivers on that affordable bokeh king title. Now, before I get started, if you're interested in getting this lens, there will be a link in the description below where you can purchase it. It is an affiliate link, so if you do purchase it, I will get a small cut from that. So if you want to support my channel and get this lens, you can do both at the same time by using the first link in the description below. All right, so I want to talk about the design and build quality of this lens. Now, in my opinion, this lens is surprisingly lightweight for an 85mm f1.4. And while it's mostly plastic, it doesn't feel cheap in the hand. Now, the manual focus ring is really smooth, right? This makes it ideal for videographers, if you're a videographer. But the autofocus, well, we'll get to that later. All right, so let's talk about the image quality. At f1.4, the center sharpness is quite impressive. The photo is really sharp. It's a little bit soft in the corners, but to me, it's perfectly fine for portraits where the subject pops against a blurred background. Now, the bokeh is where this lens truly shines. Backgrounds melt away into creamy goodness, giving your photos that cinematic feel. It's also great if you're shooting, say, in a crowded area. When I do my street photography portraits, right, it's always crowded. There's always people walking around. But with this lens, it allows me to really blur out the background so that all those people that are walking around are not the focus of the image, but the subject is. And everything that's going on behind them is just blurred out and not distracting. Now, there is some noticeable chromatic aberration when you're wide open at f1.4, especially in high contrast scenes, but that's relatively easy to fix in editing. Now let's talk performance and usability. Now, when it comes to autofocus, it isn't lightning fast, but it is reliable for stills if you're shooting portraits. For video, you might struggle a little bit more. Now, me, I don't use this lens for video anyway, and if I do, it's rarely. So to me, it's not really a problem. But whenever I'm shooting portraits, whenever I'm shooting photos, the autofocus is quite reliable and it's pretty fast. So that is what I would say about the performance. And for the usability, it really is easy to shoot with. On my Canon EOS R, it balances really well and it feels natural to hold during long shoots. All right, so quick point, I'm using the Canon EOS R, which has an RF mount lens, and this has an EF mount lens. So what I'm using is I'm using this adapter here. This is the EF to RF adapter. So basically this allows me to use this EF lens on my RF mount. And you can find these converter mounts really easily on eBay or Amazon, on B&H. And you will have to use that if you're shooting on a camera that has a RF mount. If it doesn't, then you're good. Now, how does this lens hold up if you compare it to, say, the Sony GM 85mm lens? Well, compared to that lens, this one is missing some premium features, but at a fraction of the price, the performance is shockingly close. All right, so let's quickly do a pros and cons list. Pros: excellent bokeh, lightweight and affordable, and great sharpness for portraits. Cons: autofocus could be better, especially for video, chromatic aberration at wide apertures, and limited features compared to premium lenses. Now, to me, those cons do not outweigh the pros. This was enough for me to purchase this lens, and I got it for really cheap. I even bought it used. Okay, so who is this lens for? Now, if you're a photographer and you're on a budget, but you really want an 85mm lens with a very shallow depth of field in the background and a wide aperture, then this lens is for you. So the Samyang 85mm f1.4 punches well above its weight class. It delivers stunning results and at an affordable / unbeatable price. Sure, it's not perfect, but for the price, it's hard to beat. So what do you think? Is this lens the true affordable bokeh king? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you like my videos and you want to support me and my channel, my new cinematic moody preset is available right now, and it'll be the first link in the description below. If you want to learn 5 photography mistakes to avoid, you can watch this video right here. You can also click here to subscribe. But thank you for watching this video. Keep creating, stay creative. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.